Hi Chris, talking tonight after the 1-1 draw with Bedford in the FA Cup. Still in the hat?
Yeah, it was half time now, isn't it? That's how I guess we all have to look at it. We go again Monday, so it's a quick turnaround, and it's all to play for, isn't it? So I can imagine it's not ideal for either team, but it is what it is. And I guess the beauty is it's at a neutral venue,
Yeah.
so we have to make it a home game. It's closer to us. We have to make it a home game now, and we've probably got as much experience as we need to have playing at Hitchin. We know what the pitch is like. We've normally done all right there, so hopefully it suits how we play and how we will play on Monday. So
Yeah, obviously a bit of a rallying cry there to get the same sort of level of support that we had
100%.
today to make the short trip up the 505 to Hitchin on a Monday night. Game of few chances really. Obviously pleased to go in at half time 1-1.
Yeah,
Didn't really want the half to end maybe.
no. I think two opposite styles. I think the as probably expected, we'd have more ball than they would. Um, did we do enough to shift them around in the final third? Probably not. And that's something that we'll have to look at and how we do that for Monday. But I was happy with the level of performance first half. I thought we were great. If I'm honest, up until that final third, they defended excellently and they defend that second 18-yard box really well, and they don't give much opportunity away. So we knew that we had to try and be patient. And listen, their danger is that ball in behind or the pace of their forwards, and we've left one a little bit short up until that point. I thought it was reminiscent of Church, wasn't it? It was all one side, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. But the boys, I think what the credit I gave them at half time was the difference between the Church game was the Church game. The second goal came because of our reaction to the first, and there was no reaction, and I admire them hugely for that, because that's a learned behaviour within 7 days. So it was great first half. Don't think we got it right. Start of the second half probably played into their hands with how they would suit. Just kept giving it back to them, but we had to search for that moment of calmness, and it didn't quite come through the team really.
Yeah, I think you mentioned there, obviously, like the reaction to going a goal down, and obviously it's an error from Bright's a short back pass, but it's an uncharacteristic error. But then also the reaction to it, he didn't put a foot wrong afterwards.
No. Again, I thought he was excellent on Monday. He was one of a few that had a consistent game. We didn't get it right on Monday for whatever reason, and that's what we've just spoke about in there. We're the same with Saturday, Monday, and we need to get it right this Monday, and at least be in a position where we can go and put our emphasis on the game, which I didn't think we did Monday. I don't think we did for the first 20 second half. The moment we provided a bit of calm, we had sort of snap moments, and
there were flashes. There were flashes of the ball being spread about and sort of like finding a bit of space, but it wasn't that sort of consistent.
We're not I call it oinking. We're not an oink football side of just bashing it long. We don't have the personnel for that. We haven't built a squad to do that. We also haven't built a squad to be tiki-taka. I think we're finding a medium in between. And if we go outside of what we've effectively put in the dressing room, we weaken our hand. And I felt that we went into their half. We fell into their hands start of the second half. But fortunately, there was still a game of few chances. So although we didn't get it right, we didn't get it wrong catastrophically neither. So we have to dust ourselves down. We have to recover properly. We'll watch the game back, work out how we now go and tackle Monday, really.
But still in the hat.
Still, yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing, isn't it? You go there knowing what you have. Hemel, probably. But
it's always Hemel.
Yeah, it's always Hemel. We know that we go there knowing what's up for grabs, which is a nice thing. I think it's probably, you look at it, it's a tie that neither team would want. It's a tricky tie, isn't it? You look at some teams getting step fives at home, and it's what you want. Not that you're guaranteed to win it. It's just the favourable
Yes.
element of it.
Yeah.
And we're in a competitive league. We're playing a team that are competitive in our league, and we have to go again. 2-1 all draws. I feel confident that we can go there and put on a good show, but it is a 50-50 level playing field, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you're playing against a good side with good players and good strength in depth, and so yeah, I guess it will be whoever recovers better.
But just reinforcing what you said earlier, right at the start of the interview, obviously we want to make it like a home tie.
We have
We
to.
want to get a big following and really, as you say, it's neutral ground, but let's make it like a home game.
Yeah, we get the drums out. It makes such a difference when you've got people to play in front of, but also willing you on, and listen, we haven't created enough chances, but I would say that they've watched 3 games at home of front foot football,
Yeah.
that's for sure. And this week has been a little bit tight in terms of chances, but the games before that, I think we've done really well with creation. But it's a typical cup game now, isn't it? And it
Yeah.
was today. It's all about the end result. It don't matter. You look at it, we could have lost that 1-0 today by the fact of just a short back pass against a side that were against the run of play. And they go out of here, and we're talking about a little bit like we were at Church last week, how we were positive and it was good, but we had no points. I think I have to look at that like we've gone 1-0 down, but we're still here and we're still fighting. And yeah, the lads are going to need a little bit of support because they're trying hard, and I think that's the one thing that you see evidently in all the games. We do try really hard. So hopefully to see everyone down here on Monday, looking at you in the camera. Please come down Monday and give the boys some support. And we go again. Let's see who we get, and we go again, mate.
Nice one. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, Neil. Thank you.
Cheers.